money. So if yo high yellow ass decides to go on tour this year, you will not see me. I'm gonna be competing with the white folks' money, and they got coin down to their cowboy boots. YouTube, what up, baby? It's your favorite Aqua Black boy, your favorite antisocial extrovert, Blake Mother Loving DUPREE. And we are back with another episode of My Issues with Music Edition. I just want to say thank you guys for all the support through all of my social media channels. I don't really want to use this introduction time to talk about me. I more so want to check on y'all. So if you're watching this video, if you subscribe to my channel or just follow me on any other of my platforms and come across this video, I want you to look in the mirror right here and right now and say, yeah, I'm back, because you are. Whatever that is for you, whether you that bitch, whether you that nigga, whether you that queen, king, whether you're that toaster or Honda Civic, look in the mirror like, yeah, I'm that, because you are. If you support a real nigga like me, you have no choice but to be that, whatever that is for you. And speaking of that, we got a lot going on that needs to be talked about in the music game, starting with everybody's fave, including myself. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter came out almost a week ago, and it's already broken like 2 to 3 records according to CBS. I know it's like the most streamed album of 2024 in a single day so far. And it is also, it broke the record for the most streams in a single day for an album. And that says a lot because Ariana just dropped an album. And you know, white artists usually have bigger fan bases no matter how much longevity a black artist has in the game, because white people are the majority. You know, they're usually going to get the boost on streams. And Beyonce, there's no competition when it comes to her touring. But when it comes to streams, everybody is competing against everybody. No matter how old, how new, what your demographic is. But for a black woman to have the most streams on Spotify alone for an album in a day in 2024, somebody who's been in the game for 20 plus years, says a lot. Shout out to Miss Cowboy Carter herself. I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of talking about Beyonce. I love my girl down. I think a lot of the reviews of the albums are pointless because she never said it was a country album. She just said, hey, this is Act 2. And clearly there's like some country influence in there. But for me, it's definitely not better than Act 1. I'm gonna be so real. It's not better than Act 1. This ain't Texas. It's show ain't. Turn the radio off. But I'm not gonna front and say it's not a great album, because I don't know. B is one of those artists where it don't matter what genre she chooses. Like, she could be doing sea shanties. It's gonna be good because she puts the hard work behind it. I'm somebody who, when I hear the hard work, I hear it. It just clicks. When I hear the creativity, I hear it. It just clicks. The girls that put the things into the things, it just clicks. Shout out to B. My personal favorites on the album would have to be Yaya, Riverdance, Hands to Heaven, Bodyguard, and Honey Louisiana Buckin' or something like that. She eats. Beyonce eating. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody said on this good green God's earth internet that 4 was better than Cowboy Carter. It is not. It ain't. Cowboy Carter is eating 4 and Sasha Fierce in his sleep. It is. Now, my top 3 Beyonce albums will always be Dangerously in Love, B-Day Deluxe, and honestly, Renaissance Act 1, because I'm a faggot.
This is for faggots.
You know, that album was meant for me. It was made for us. You know, Miss Beyonce, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. I ain't got the money. And most importantly, I ain't gonna have the money. So if yo high yellow ass decides to go on tour this year, you will not see me. I'm gonna be competing with the white folks' money, and they got coin down to their cowboy boots. And I barely had coins for my heels to tiptoe up into Renaissance Act 1 tour. So I'm gonna let you know now, girl. Drop Act 3 and go on tour 2025. Honestly, you can go on tour 2026, girl. Build that momentum. I ain't got no issue with it. But everybody and their mama seem to be on tour, and I'm gonna tell you why later. But we got Janet, we got SWV, we got Escape, 702 and My, all on the same tour. We got Usher going on tour, Chris Brown going on tour, Flo Milli going on tour, Janae Aiko going on tour. Girl, I gave us an album in 3 years. And Nicki going on tour. Now, I did get my Nicki tickets. I won those, but I'm letting everybody else know now. I ain't got the Klarna. is full to the max. The Afterpay maxed out. Shop Pay maxed out. Apple 4 Pay maxed out. At this point, unless they start taking EBT, I will not be there. Unless I get hired for Live Nation or the United Center, I will not be in the presence of these artists. I'm gonna have to stick it out. I can't do trips and tours for all of y'all. Now I'm gonna make my way to see at least one more y'all, but everybody else, chill out. And the reason that these artists are going on tour, if you don't know, if you're sitting under a rock, if you're not in the industry at all, is because the bulk of artist money these days comes from touring, merchandise, and brand deals. Nobody buys albums. Nobody makes albums.
People don't make albums anymore. They don't make albums.
Nobody has the attention span these days to really, let alone listen to an album or buy it these days. Nobody's really selling albums. Like when somebody's like, oh, this artist flop because they only listen to 20K. Girl, why would I buy an album when I can go listen to it for free? So for anybody that sells more than 1,000 in their first week, it's an accomplishment because the album is so widely available for streaming services that we already paying for on a monthly basis, spooky. So that's why all these artists are going on tour. And two, it's going to get hot outside. They want to capitalize off the weather. They want to capitalize off that summertime need to get outside, let your hair down, use that PTO. That's what artists do every year. For some reason, they bucking, and they bucking for our coin. Oh shit, Jasmine Sullivan and Maxwell going on tour. I don't have it. Okay, some of y'all done already seen. And they saying Doja Cat finna drop an album tomorrow, so you know she finna go on tour. Now I do want to see Doja. I may have to rebuke in the name of Jesus and repent afterwards, but I do want to go see Doja. I do. In other news, y'all, Cardi B and Ice Spice took a picture last night. Okay. Did you fly Delta?
Okay, so did you fly Delta?
Like, if y'all don't know by now, all this shit is planned, in my opinion. It's planned. Cardi finna drop an album. Build a momentum for that album. She know Ice Spice and Nicki was the duo last year. I mean, they have a Grammy-nominated record together. Cardi know exactly what she's doing. Shout out to her team for doing the things that need to be done because we all know Cardi finna drop that album. The girls are saying that she got 20K to sell in her first week or they're dropping her. She been dropping singles back to back, which I've given rave reviews about, but you also got to have a little sultry, a little spiciness added up in the pot of just positive attention to really get the girls' attention. Now, keep in mind, if the girls get into a rap beef, if Ice and Nicki get into a rap beef, it's money on both sides of the table. It's money in war. Don't you know that? There's so much money in war. There's so much money in these rap beefs. As long as the babies keep it in the booth, I'm here for it. It makes good music. Nicki, don't go on Twitter. Don't go on X. Don't post no subliminals. Don't tell your barbs to find these girls' IP addresses. Get in the booth and give us a Red Ruby the Sleeves Part 2. It's going to boost your sales. It's going to boost your streams. It may boost your concert sales. Even though them doing good already, I'll see you the 24th. And it's also going to boost Ice Spice. So, hey, I'm here for the more silly rap beef. Just give me more checks. Even though it ain't giving me more checks, it is what it is. Want to talk about whoever is doing the NPR Tiny Desk series lineup this year. You need a raise. You need to get you some good head. You need a massage. Because y'all gave me Justin Timberlake. Y'all gave me Big Sean, Tinashe, who is a personal fave of mine, all in 1 year. Like, Justin Timberlake's Tiny Desk made me forget about all the grimy stuff he's been accused of doing and has obviously done in the past. Whoever is on Justin Timberlake's PR or Justin Timberlake's team that facilitated that whole Tiny Desk series could not have come at a better time. You need a raise as well. Because I think Justin Timberlake about to drop an album too. It's either album or tour. Everybody is coming for our coin. On Justin Timberlake's PR, definitely needs to give J-Lo's PR team some kudos and some tips because my girl could use them. It ain't about sis being from the Bronx, not being from the Bronx. Ain't been to the Bronx in 11 years since Methuselah was in school. It's about her alleged helping Diddy pum that girl from 20 years ago. I'm like, J-Lo just needs a really good Tiny Desk or like a really good booking to really make us forget about all of this from a PR perspective. Me personally, I don't put anything past anybody when it comes to this industry because I've only been majority in chitlin circuit environments, and the way ego works and the way power works, you put nothing past anybody, especially an artist and actor, because these are some of the craziest people, creative, talented, but also some of the craziest people behind closed doors. The stories I could tell, but won't, because I value my career and I value my life. And you're not gonna blow up my car on a random Tuesday afternoon because you mad, okay? This whole Tyler the Creator and Gerard Carmichael situation is like Okay, like we all know, both of these men have been known to date exclusively white in the past or white adjacent. If you know what I'm saying, you can date a black guy, but date a black guy who's not too comfortable or familiar with black culture is white adjacent in my eyes. I really don't care. Like, love who you want, lust for who you want to lust for. I will say Gerard Carmichael is bringing back real reality TV, and I give you your tens. I give you your guts. We need more reality programs where it show the real deal, the real vulnerability, the real rejection, the real balling on a budget. Like, we need a reality TV show that gets real, that gets raunchy, where the girls don't like my motherfucking mouth.
Girls can't take my motherfucking mouth, bitch.
Okay, I see it for Gerard Carmichael. I could see him having a very long career with reality TV. If he keeps it this vulnerable, this open, you'll get my money every time, HBO Max. I give you your tens, but it's like, if you know your friend is doing the bending and you doing the bending, why do you think your friend is gonna compromise getting bent over for you? And y'all been friends forever. I'm just saying, if you know your friend dates exclusively white or white adjacent, what made you think he was gonna be the exception, Buki? Now he could have sent you a text, be like, hey, I'm not really into that, but I will never say that dating outside of your race is a bad thing. What I will say is you should never down where you come from just to get into other spaces. You'll never catch me doing that. If you catch me doing that, girl, they done clone me and off the OG, the prototype right here. Because for me, personally, black men are the VIP. They are the standard. They are the blueprint. All men cheat. All men lie. All men can be narcissists. All these men have the potential to be negative things. I don't know why when it comes to black men, y'all let us say we are ain't shit the most, which is not the case, because baby, them Hispanics and them Europeans will ruin your life just as quick or quicker than a black man. But for me, you'll never catch me dogging any race, let alone my own, just to be accepted into other racist spaces. And I think that's why a lot of black men, both in the entertainment field and the athletic field, date exclusively white, or say like, hey, I just look at black people as my competition. I'm cool with them over there, but you'll never catch me in a serious relationship with them. To me, that's bullshit. Because why or who naturally hates where they come from? Something either happened to you and you never took care of it properly, or you trying to get them brand deals. And you know, the wider you go, the more money it is, unfortunately, at this time. So that's all I got to say about that. Those are my issues for the week as far as the music industry is concerned. Remember to look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am that. Because you are. As always, peace and blessings, y'all.